Your presentation with the review right now. Have you sent it to somebody? There.
If you can, maybe chances are
Hello. Vikram, if you can hear me. Hello. So my name is Karuna and I'm from igebra.ai and we are just testing the audio. So please don't mind. Hey everyone, good morning. So my name is Karuna and I'm from igebra.ai. So how are you all doing today? Doing fine. All right. So we're gonna start the first round of data and AI talk. Before that, I wanna ask all of you who all are excited. Nervous a bit? Yes? Okay, but don't worry, it's gonna be a fun and exciting time. You learn something new. All right. So without any further ado, let's just start off. And the first coming up here is Yuvraj Kukreja from Group B. Yes, yes. Good morning to one of our present here. I am your class Mukherjee from Unit 17 and today I am going to present my work done for data and AI talks. It is an app named as Fashion Modern Era. So these are the key points which I will be sharing today. Purpose of the app, about the app, how it works, my inspiration and the summary. So the first step we have is purpose of the app. The purpose of the app is to provide people with the facility of choosing the right clothes to wear on different places and on different occasions, which can be very helpful in the future and today too. Next up we have is about the app. The app has three main purposes. Three main purposes. First is to enhance people's life by adding the touch of passion to it. The second one is give people the facility for making the right decisions about wearing about wearing clothes. And the third is provide the proper results by the knowledge provided by the data. Then we have how it works. There are two major steps of how this app works. First, it analyzes the situation and also answers the questions provided, and it tells the color combination, including the footwear and types of clothes that we can wear on different occasions. Then I have my inspiration. My inspiration is my mother, as she suggested me this idea and helped me answer to my question. Then we have the summary. It's an innovation for people of today's generation where most of the people have confusion in what to wear. Thank you.
What is this? Is it a mobile app? Yeah. So can you explain how it works actually? For example, let's say I want to use it.
So like means you can ask questions. You can give it the situation when you
Like anything like that?
you can type office meeting or something like that. When you suggest you things that you can get for kind of clothes you can get, color combination, you can that as favorite for you. That's it.
The app know? How does the app know what to wear?
So it is provided with the data and the situations which can be provided with by Thank you, Raj. So next we have Krishna Rana, her paper management after Pfizer. Can we all please clap for them and encourage them? I wonder, what sort of challenges we face in the future? Of course, no water, no food, possibly no life as well. Have you ever wondered, how can we change this? Will we actually ever change this? Yes, we can, and I know we will. Hello everyone, this is Krishna, and I'm very pleased to have you all here today. Water scarcity is a big problem in the world nowadays. It's even worse in India because of the poor economic conditions here. The major cause of water scarcity in India is through agriculture. And yes, we can use AI to optimize the use of water in the field of agriculture. Introducing Oxidine, an AI-powered water tank system. It's kind of a storage tank. We can use it to optimize the use of water in the field of agriculture, basically irrigation. So water is filled in these tanks. The exact amount of water is filled in these tanks, which is calculated on the basis of the climate conditions of that place, the size of the acres of land used for farming, or the crops that have been grown. It has an amazing feature, a portable tank. From the sections of AI, that when AI thinks that the water is not enough that has been collected in the tank, the portable tank is opened. Why do we need to build it? Keeping the growing population in mind, we need to produce a lot of food. And agriculture requires water, a lot of water. Direct water consumption is limited to 2 to 4 liters per capita in India nowadays. And hence, a large population is suffering from water scarcity. By building or developing an AI-powered water tank system, which will help us optimize the use of water, it will be more helpful for us and our upcoming generation. What does it do? So oxygen has many features. They are, first, oxygen has 2 pipes connected to it. One of the pipes is connected to a nearby source, which is accessible, reliable, and has clean water for irrigation. The second pump is connected to the means or the irrigation system that has been used in that particular farm.
like drip irrigation system or sprinkler irrigation system. It has an alert system which alerts the farmer if there's any blockage in the pipe or the water is flowing automatically without instruction of the AI. As I mentioned earlier, it also has an portable tank, which on instructions of AI is opened for any specific needs. How to build it? To build Oxidane, we need to follow a few steps. The first step is that we need to collect as much as information or data as we want, like on water wastage or different requirements of water to different crops. The second step is that we need to build the tank system with the required materials. The third step is that we need to train the AI model as per our needs as we want it to perform. First step is that we need to test or check if the AI model is working properly. And the last step is that we need to monitor the whole system that is working properly or is finished or not. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Michelle.
Any questions, sir?
What is the form of this AI? Is it the mobile app or is it the robot?
Actually, we're using. We're gonna fit it in the time.
Okay, thank you, Krishna. So next we have Vihan from Group A. Everyone, please clap. Okay, before we go to Vihan, we have two more people who are going to participate in the competition. So first is Gagan.
So good morning, everyone. My name is Gagan from Fifth I, and I have made my AI presentation, a project called AnyTrans, an AI animal language translator. So I got this idea because 1.5 years ago, my cat furry ran away. I don't know why, but from that, I had this idea to build AnyTrans. What can AnyTrans do? So AnyTrans can translate animal language and then tell the owner if your pet is feeling hungry, feverish, or any other circumstances. Why should we build AnyTrans? So the same reason, AnyTrans should be alerting pet owners that your pet is not feeling well, and it can tell the pet owner if your pet needs to go to the vet.
There would be two features. One special feature would be a gesture recognition. It will recognize the gesture of the animal and tell the owner what your pet is doing and what it's trying to do, or if it wants your presence. And the second feature is it will also have an accessory called safety collar that can tell the readings of your pet, how is it feeling, or is it feeling feverish, and it can also track your pet in case if it's lost. There would be four steps to success. The first one will be to gather data from vets and other people who know about animals better than us. Second is to get it together. We'll put together all the data and then train the model. That's the third step. So we'll train the model and then launch it. That is the fourth step and hope for positive reviews. There are also limitations. So in the first update, the app will have only three animals: cats, dogs, and hamsters. Other animals will be added in future updates. My project's objective is to get pet owners more alerted for their pets and make their pets have the safest life ever. Are there any questions?
Idea is very good. What is the format of this?
It will come in my app. Yeah, we can download it.
What is it for?
It will,
Does it for-
yeah, so it can recognize which type of dog is it. It can
how does it get?
recognize, it will take all the pictures from media about how, sort of like Google Photos works, right? So it recognizes, so we,
Finding.
Yeah.
The dog is here.
yeah.
How does it work?
So it will first take all the pictures from media, social media, and then,
It's right.
okay,
My dog is here.
yeah.
How can it say that it's sad mode or it's something?
It can recognize safety collar will do that. It will tell the heart readings. It will tell how it is feeling, sort of like a watch box, tell the heart rate and all.
Sorry, very good.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Galandeep. That was a wonderful presentation. Can you all hear him up? All right, so next we have Shivangi Sahu from Group C. Are you tired of finding a perfect tutor for your kids? Do you want a perfect tutor for your kids? Well, worry no more, my friend. I introduce to you Blitz. What is Blitz? Blitz is an AI-powered robot which will tutor your kids individually, as many kids do not understand in session and need a specific attention from the teachers. So that problem. Where did I get this idea? In the pandemic, I was having a hard time finding a tutor. So I thought maybe if there could be something like Zoom classes, maybe there could be something like AI powered tutor bots. So this idea came to me with that. And when I told this idea to my sister, she laughed at my face and told, you cannot do that. That's not possible. Here's more about this. This is an AI-powered humanoid robot which tutor kids by their by understanding their interests and like their hobbies and etc. This will also be capable of speaking over 50 languages across the country. Also, this can be set up at different levels as per the kid's age and IQ level. It will also be capable of babysitting as if parents have to go somewhere, the parents can leave the house on business supervision. This will have an IQ of 200. It will also it will be charged by wireless charging and solar panels, keeping sustainability in mind.
So it is, hard.
Yeah.
So you can teach anything.
Yes, it can teach every subject and it will.
So how does it talk to you? Like,
Yes, like it has a chip or something inside it to teach and it has all the information for teaching and will also be capable of मतलब, it will also be capable to
it's really what's like a teacher.
yes, but it's AI and many people cannot find the perfect tutors for their kids, like which would teach them on the basis of their
Yeah.
understanding. So this would do that on the basis of past experience and
Wonderful. Thank you.
all right. Thank you, Shubhamji. So next we have Lavanya. Okay. So now we have Vihan. Finally, it's your turn, Vihan. All right. Can you all please clap for him?
My name is Neha Kundral. I'm from class B, and today I have come with the idea of a robot which can save animals or help them in car accidents or any vehicle accident. I introduce you that story. How did I get this idea? 2 years back, I saw a puppy being hit by a car and he could not survive. So since that, I wanted to do something to save that, and I came up with this prototype. The problem with the many street animals today are not getting the perfect first aid or medication in accidents. So this is the diagram of a robot or SMES. Step 1. If any person sees an injured animal, he sends a picture and the physical location on the Rexel WhatsApp chat or post it on Rexel Instagram. Step 2. With the help of AI, the central team reviews the image, location, detect the animal, and list down the things which will be used to cure the animal. Step 3. Central team sends image, location, and list of medicines needed to the Rexel located nearest to the hurted animal's location. Step 4. Rexel puts his medicine and first aid in his medi chest, a type of chest which can open like a drawer. Step 5. He goes to the animal within an area coverage of 50 kilometers. Step 6. He gives the animal some immediate first aid. Step 7. He informs over SMS and WhatsApp to the nearest veterinary hospitals and doctors. Step 8. The doctor comes and helps the animal. Step 9. After this, Rexel goes back to the EV charging station. So basically, AI helps in scanning the image, the level of injury, the animal, and where is the nearest Rexel robot located medical in identification for the animal, best food identification, best help to animals, and identifying the nearest doctors and hospitals. Use it best route to best route to the nearest charging station or way back to the EV station, refilling the medicine as per the animal, refilling the medicine as per the animals in the location. Like if it is in near Kahana century, it will refill more like medicines for pigs, deer, and peacock. Details about Rexon. Rexon can go 120 kilometers in one charge. Rexon stays in EV station. Medicines will be kept in EV station too. How do Rexon will get money? Rexon will be a non-profit organization. We will earn money from two sources. Donation for animal health, selling the robot to some countries, work with other NGOs. Come, let's build a world where there is you, me, and some healthy animals. Thank you.
So how many of you love animals here? So we all request Vihan to give us that logo. So Vihan, you all of you want me to build that logo very soon. Will you do that?
Yes.
All right. So next we have Anna Goel. Please clap for her.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Arna Gul from Class 5I, and today I'm here to present you Ruby, a virtual doctor. Uh, what I want to make, my idea is basically on AI, on making Ruby a virtual doctor, Ruby, so that villagers get basic treatments like because of they're not able to get treatments in villages and they find it hard to travel to remote places. How I got my idea. So my grandparents live in a small village, and during the pandemic, they always found it difficult to get treatment. Even for small problems, issues, they had to come here and get the treatment, which was very difficult for them. During that time, I discovered that if we made an app which will help for villagers to consult to Ruby and doctors, that will be more easier. The problem that we want to solve is that most in India people find it very difficult, like villagers find it very difficult to get basic primary treatment, and doctors don't want to go to villages because they don't get adequate payment. So if I build Ruby, that will be more easier for villagers. What will Ruby do? Ruby will give basic treatments and prescribe medicines to the patient. If and when the patient consult with Ruby, they will tell whatever problem or issue they are facing. Ruby will ask some few relevant questions, and according to that, Ruby will give information about the surroundings, for example, the weather and the temperature, and according to their age, like the patient's age, are they supposed to have this problem? and if there might be a disease that might be spread around in the surroundings. This is what Ruby will do. Next, Ruby will see that if the patient's condition is serious, Ruby will ask the junior assistant that who will sit in the village. He will ask him to give some to take some tests. After that, if still Ruby thinks that the patient is not doing well, Ruby will give the report to the doctor, and the patient will consult to the doctor directly. How will I build Ruby? To build Ruby, I will build the medical data into him, and I will feed a long questionnaire into Ruby, which he or she will ask to the patients. I will also feed the doctor's data from all across.
Good idea. Would you like to go home?
Yeah, sir, it is an app. Inside the app, Ruby is a chatbot.
Can you explain a scenario? For example, let's say he's in the bank.
So, like, okay. So when for example, I am the junior assistant. When the patient comes, he's a patient. So I'll make him consult with Ruby and my mobile phone, laptop, whatever.
Take mobile phone, please. It's very interesting.
So Ruby is talking to the patient. The patient tells what problem he can face. Like he will tell that I'm having stomach ache.
I'm having a stomach ache.
So Ruby will ask a few relevant questions like what did you eat yesterday, and what's it like according to those relevant questions, few relevant questions. He will have he has the like data around the surroundings. So he'll give the temperature and the weather and any disease that might be spread around, and etc. After that, Ruby Ruby will prescribe some medicines if he thinks, and tell if he needs some tests or anything. After that, the patient comes after again a few days after, and then if still the patient is not doing very well, Ruby will give the reports to a doctor, and the patient will consult with the doctor directly.
Please.
Thank you, Anna. That was a beautiful thought and very well presented. Can you all please clap for her again? So next we have Aruvi from 5i.
Good morning, everyone. My name is igebra.ai, and I would like to present you my idea, Chetak. Good morning, everyone. My name is igebra.ai, and today I would like you to present my idea, Chetak. Chetak is an AI-powered wheelchair. So there are significant number of differently able people who are challenging daily who are challenged on daily basis. My chachu is suffering from polio, that's why I got this idea. I have seen him crying, depressed, and cursing his life. There are different categories of people. Some are by birth deformity, people who are affected later in their lives due to diseases, like paralysis, gangrene, arthritis, army veterans, and accident victims. Okay, my family members, my chachu is suffering from polio since the age of 3. He can't do any movement. He always need a helper for daily basic things. Career progression. He needs to sit on one desk for his uh, work. He wanted to be an engineer. Social accessibility, physical trauma. Many people get depressed because of this. Next. Okay. So solution. Chetak an AI-powered smart wheelchair with the following features. Voice recognition software. So only the user can unlock it and maneuver it. Next, the GPS chip installed AI-powered driving mode. It is very similar to Tesla. It will have shock absorbers for a smooth drive. Now, emergency alarm system. The signal which he can signal with location will be sent to family members, registered doctor, and the nearest healthcare facilities. Now, advanced sensor. It will have advanced sensor. It will detect the user's body position, vital signs such as heart rate, blood pressure. Now, smartphone integration. User smartphone will be integrated to the wheel. Fast charging. Chetak will be fully charged within an hour. Okay, so car assist. This is the biggest problem I've ever seen. My chachu needs 3 to 4 men to lift him up, put in the car, then take the wheelchair, put it in the trunk. So Chetak will have a car assist. The seat will automatically lift up, move forward, and place the user on the seat. It will fold and it will also fit in small cars. Bathroom assist, it's very similar to car assist. Okay. So why should we build Chetak? Smart wheelchair slowly becoming the need of art, and I think this requires as much attention as anything else. This is an idea that will make a lot of people's life easier. Daily tasks such as using the washroom can be a hectic task for physically challenged people. Chetak aims to help this group and make them more independent and confident about their capabilities. Chetak would even be a companion to talk to. Okay, how to build it? First, we have to find all the hardware components such as sensors, cameras, motors, wheels, and wheelchair frame. Now, create a prototype and test it for any further development if it needs. Now, third step to assemble all the hardware. Fourth step will be software development that powers the wheelchair. This involves writing code to control motors, process sensor data, and make a decision about how to move the wheelchair. Step 5. Integrate machine learning algorithms. This involves collecting data from sensors while the wheelchair is used and utilizing the data to improve performances. Okay. Challenges and limitations. So a few challenges with Chetak might be it is a technology which is very expensive and hence the price will be expensive. Now, because it is an advanced technology, the maintenance might be an issue. Many people who are on the wheelchair are senior citizens. So maybe it will be a learning curve for them because it is a new piece of technology. Okay, the Chetak era. Confidence. The independence that Chetak gives that will for the right users' self-esteem. Now, equal chance at career progression, enhanced mobility, independence, ergonomic support. Smartphone integration will be the users gain equal chance to process their career. Social accessibility. Cheetah is like a companion for users and it offers a plethora of advice service which makes the user proud to be a part of a revolutionary movement. Holidays. It's very difficult to go on a holidays who are differently able people. So it will make easier to write it. Next. Conclusion. It will increase confidence among the differently able people and make them feel more independent. It will also be revolutionary as the wheelchair will be fully equipped with the modern software which includes voice, recognition, sensors, and smart features like automation systems and smartphones to make the experience smooth. However, it comes with its own limitations, with its price point, maintenance, and the ability of people to adapt to the new technology. It is safe to conclude that this technology will be certainly extremely useful to a large number of people. Any questions?
Also sing songs.
Yeah?
It will also sing songs.
Yes, sir, it is like a companion. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
You, Arogi, that was a wonderful presentation and very intensive research. So, do you all agree with that? All right, so can you please clap for her? Next, we have Avyuk.
Two instructions. You got to look at the audience. Okay. And right is not looking to the building.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abhukempa and I'm from class 5. And today I want to present you my idea of ecological. Ecological is a waste management and segregation system for every home, public place, and a commercial place. It helps to segregate your waste in every way. One of the major problems in today's time is the ever-growing landfills. With half of the landfill can be composted, some of it can be reused, recycled, and we get. And the only thing that is if we make sure the garbage or waste that reaches the landfill is less as possible. Not everything we turn to the waste needs to go to the landfill, and a lot can be reused, recycled, or composted. But people are either too unaware or lack motivation for the same thing. We need to manage the ever-growing landfills. Garbage is everywhere. They take up a lot of space, and people do not know how to segregate waste. Even if they do, managing it can be overwhelming. It can become a one-stop place to put all your waste, from e-waste to compostable kitchen waste. It will make municipal corporations job easier and provide other revenue options for putting this waste to use. So this means that it will help to segregate waste and it will help to reduce the land. It will also be a system in place that will reward people who reduce their carbon footprint by providing segregated waste. This means that municipal corporations jobs get easier and they will give something, a reward, a voucher or something. How did I get this idea? I researched and understood what is air, examined the whole world around. I examined and saw that pollution is one of the major problems in today's time. Identify the unmanaged waste as a great threat. Because of the pollution, people are dying, animals are dying, our atmosphere is being unclean. It also takes up a lot of space. Segregating waste is the best solution. If we segregate it at a home or the commercial place, the municipal corporation will not have to segregate it when the garbage gets there. What does ecological do? Segregates your waste. Ecological segregates your waste and puts it to the right bin that is recycled, compost, waste, trash, and handled with care. Self-cleaning. The collection train cleans it 5 times after dry waste disposal and clean and sanitizes it, or we have to or sanitizes it after one wet waste disposal. We can also treat this with water or a sanitizer. Sense alert. Ecological will send alert to the municipal corporation and the owner that the bin is about to be full. Handles wet waste. The major challenge with managing waste is the smell and chance of leakage. To eliminate that, the wet waste compost section will instantly freeze those items and inform the owner to hand it to the municipal department every 2 days or as the bin is full. Waste are waste. You know the quantity of waste you are generating and give the number you try to reduce. You can be accountable for the quantity of waste you are generating. How ecological work. To make ecological work, as per a requirement, we use the following activities. Collect data on waste generation, process the data evaluation, build the model with required features, train the model with training data, test the model to check how it works, and monitor the model. How ecological work. Step 1. Collect data on waste generation. First step is to identify the types of waste generated at different households, institutions like hospitals, offices, eating joints, malls, etc. And how frequently waste needs to be collected from different places. Step 2. Process the data. Once the data has been collected, it needs to be processed and we need to ensure that it is accurate and useful. Step 3. Data evaluation. With the data processed and cleaned, we need to evaluate the data to identify the different categories of waste that need to be there. The frequency and the logistics of waste collection and generalized handling after collection, taking into consideration of any other information that comes through the data. Step 4. Build a model with required features. The next step is to build a model for ecological the number of waste categories finalized in the previous step. The maintenance, collection, and making different programs for different requirements analyzed in data. Also, a program to alert the owner when the bins are out to people. We need different bins and pipes, a large receiver tray attached to the program that uses segregation rules. And once you select the type of waste that you need and identify the category of waste it needs to go and stop accepting garbage. The if the type of garbage if that particular bin is full. Step 5. Train the model with training data. Once the model has been built, it needs to be trained with relevant data and to ensure that it is accurate and efficient. This involves using machine learning algorithms to analyze the data and identify patterns. Step tested. Then the model check how it works. After the model has been trained, it needs to be tested to make sure it works as intended. This involves